Welcome back to another message caller update. Today, I'm ashamed to tell you that I did something that I'm not proud of. I got peer pressured into it. I was told all the cool kids are doing it, so I went along with it and I did it. What is it that I did? Well, I created a tool to generate fake native files for text messages. I know I made videos talking about how it's a bad idea. I still think it's a terrible idea. I still think you should not do it. But if you really have to, let me show you how to do it. So what we have here is Message Caller 5.0. We're still in a beta version. By the time you see this video, it may not be a beta anymore. So let's load a DAT file into it that contains a bunch of text messages, right? So this is a sample data that you may have seen before. And now one of the export options here is generate native from metadata. So we'll open that, center it on the screen, and now we see different fields we can use for our native files. So I'm going to say select none, and let's pick a few fields that would make sense. Let's take from to body. Let's move a timestamp down maybe, and oh, why not? Let's throw in an application, right? Just for variety here. And so these are the fields that we're going to be using to generate native file. Next, we need to specify how do we want to name them. So we'll pick existing field, control number. Of course, it makes sense. If you pick something else, it'll probably not make any sense. We got encoding options. People are kind of into it. Now, once we're done, we want to write the results, the path into a field so we could do something with it. So you can just type in a field name or overwrite an existing field. Now, the next thing we gotta do is you see some of these are messages and some of them attachments. Well, we kind of want to skip if message type is an attachment. So let's set that because we don't need a native file when it's an attachment because, well, there's path and we'll be fine. Let's specify a folder where we're gonna write this to. So this folder would be just fine. Say start export, come back to this, and now we see our files. So if I open one of them, you can see that we have our application, Skype, from, to, timestamp, and body. So all these were written out to a text file. And of course, if we close this and scroll to the right, we'll have our path where these natives were written out to. And like we specified, there is no path for attachments because it doesn't make sense to have those. And now we can load this to whatever system we want and do something horrible like create TIFFs for them or something. I can't even imagine people do. Anyway, so how would we export this out? We'll just go to export.csv, and now we can include whatever fields you want. Again, you can specify the delimiters, all that good stuff. If we want to blank out any metadata fields, that's for redactions. Let's say generate export, and we are going to put this in the same folder. So we'll call it with a link .dat, and if we come back here, let's rename it to txt, and there we go. This is our DAT file, and we should have our path. There we go. So we have a full path here. If you want to, you can search and replace it out, or you can do whatever, and you can load it to your review system, and now you can pretend that you have native files. There you go. I hope you guys happy. I don't feel good about it. I feel like this is a bad practice, but there you go. If you have to do it, go ahead and do it. Now I feel like I need a shower. Talk to you later.